Joining me right now is the CEO of Gettr, Jason Miller. Jason, great to have you this morning. How do you see this?
Maria, I just don't buy the bots ate my homework excuse from Elon Musk. Clearly what this was is that the numbers weren't adding up. You're going to tell me that the richest man in the world, the greatest innovator that we've had since Edison, didn't do his due diligence on the front end? And when I say the numbers didn't add up, I don't think it's so much of the fact that Twitter stock had fallen below his offer price. I think it's the fact that Musk was realizing he would need to quadruple that number of daily active users, and Twitter's brand is so damaged, so beaten up from the political discrimination, I don't think he's going to be able to get there.
So you think that this is his way of pushing the price down? I mean, what about the number of fake accounts? What do you think the number is?
Well, I'll leave that to the folks at Twitter, but the thing that really jumped out at me is the fact that neither Agrawal nor the board pushed back when being accused of effectively committing securities fraud. You would think that within 15 minutes they'd say, no, the number that we reported is the actual number. I mean, my gut tells me the number is probably much higher than 5%, but that's what they're reporting. And we saw Twitter stock take a 10% header on Friday, and the Twitter brass was nowhere to be found.
Well, you know, it's interesting because this is a serious charge to make, and you would think that Twitter is going to come out and respond, since Elon Musk is there saying that it could be 90%. Devin Nunes saying 95%. Jason, you're predicting that Musk's destruction of billions of dollars in Tesla market cap is going to lead him to lose control of that company?
I do. If you take a look at over this past month, the fact that Twitter stock price is down 16%, Tesla stock price is down 23%. Maria, think about how many billions in market cap have absolutely been lost just on this vanity project. I think this is going to end pretty badly. I think Twitter's brand is permanently damaged. I think Tesla folks, any investors, stakeholders, their board, they have to be up in arms of how much has been wasted here. I think this is going to be a real problem for Elon Musk.
Well, I don't know that it was such a waste. Look how he has exposed Twitter. I mean, he's exposed the fact that it's not all real people. So for that alone, that's a positive in terms of educating people on the number of fake accounts, isn't it?
Well, two things can be true at the same time here. As a marketplace competitor, I love the fact that hundreds of millions of dollars of attention has been put to the fact of all of Twitter's shortcoming. That's great, especially for challenger platforms, whether it be Gettr, you look at Rumble, or even True Social, what President Trump has launched. So I love that aspect. But if you're an investor, if you're a stakeholder in any of these companies, Twitter or Tesla, you have to be really upset right now that so much money has been wasted.
Yeah. Tell me about Gettr and where you see growth, Jason. I mean, now we've got a real focus on free speech and protecting free speech as the Biden administration comes out with what they're calling a disinformation board. How does that play into all of this?
Well, it's something that we're keeping a close eye on. You know, we're already seeing in the UK, for example, they're pushing for an online safety bill where they would have their version of the FCC actually step in and be the moderators. That would be pretty dangerous if you imagine Nina Jankowicz actually developing the moderation policies that social media platforms have to implement. A partisan appointee, by the way. But with Gettr, we're growing rapidly. We're up to 5.5 million users. Live streaming, where we're now programming all day long, is really taking off, up over 117 million views to the platform just since October alone. And especially with our international growth, Maria, you know, we're 51% U.S., 49% international. We're seeing that the appetite is there. The great migration away from big tech is underway, and we're excited about our prospects.
All right, Jason, great to see you this morning. We'll be watching all of that. The space is getting exciting. Jason Miller joining us this morning, CEO of Gettr. Thanks, Jason.